All right, we are live on YouTube, and today we are going to be discussing a major flaw in copyright law, and can you do anything about it? So stick around and find out exactly what I'm talking about. All of that and much, much more is coming right. From Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, when that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also make sure on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, or anywhere that you have the YouTube app installed on, you must also make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive those notifications at a device level. You do all of that, and you're set to go. You are all good to go. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. Let me make sure the notification has gone out. It looks like it has gone out. And let me make sure that the stream status is looking pretty good on the back end. Looks like it's doing well. Stream health is good. And we've got 7 people in the box to start things off. Thank you so much for being here today. All right. So, before we get started here, let me just pay props to my sponsor, the Discover Community Network, for all of your product and service needs from top professionals that are trusted. Visit www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. One more time, that's www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. You can also visit the DCN Internet Radio Network for all of your music or talk listening enjoyment. There's a genre more than likely out there that suits you. So check out www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. One more time, that is www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. Those links are below in the description section, about a third of the way down. So check it out. And if you'd like to send a note to Troy Brewer, the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network, tell him Coach Eli sent you with love. Check it out one more time, www.discovercommunitynetwork.com and www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. All right. So thank you again, Troy, for your sponsorship and your patronage. You're an awesome person, and I look forward to what the future holds. I know you are busy working on a few things right now for you and your family, but I know you will be back to full force soon. I'll be happy to keep the reins going while you're gone, brother. So thank you again. Thank you. All right, let me check out the chat here real quick. Queen Helen Casey must be pretty busy. It's quite odd to not see her here. Maybe she's who knows? Maybe she's doing a live stream, or maybe she's busy creating the video, or on Twitter or something. But hopefully she'll be popping on in very soon. Mutt, for the time being, would you be able to moderate the chat, please? Is that okay? I know you have to go at around 6:50 Eastern, which is 3:50 Pacific. That's in about 20 minutes or so. It's not 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, or, maybe like 35 minutes or so. So let me know, and that'd be great. If not, I will be doing double and triple duty. Not a problem at all. All right, folks. Today, we're going to be discussing a flaw in U.S. copyright law affects small YouTubers and other digital creators. Can anything be done? One more time. A flaw in U.S. copyright law affects small YouTubers and other digital creators. Can anything be done? And Muttnuts World says, yeah, I can till then. Okay, please be on high alert because I'm assuming we're going to get trolled pretty hard as usual. And hopefully Queen will be able to pop on in when she gets a chance. I know she's probably working on something else right now, like I said. So here's how this show is going to go today. I'm going to basically discuss how copyright law works. It works the same on all platforms, all digital platforms. But I'm going to use YouTube as a reference because the majority of people that are dealing with copyright issues are either on YouTube or dealing with copyright on YouTube more than any other platform because YouTube is the largest video provider in the world. So that's why I'm going to use YouTube as an example. Plus, the majority of my copyright issues, if not all of them, have come from people violating my copyright out here on YouTube as a small YouTuber, small creator. And I'm going to share with you folks how it's affected me and how I feel that people that have used my copyrighted material know the system and are playing the system based on this flaw that I'll be mentioning to you folks here today in U.S. copyright law. So first of all, let me briefly explain to you folks how copyright works. Okay, if somebody uses any of your intellectual property, your image, your video, your audio, or whatever, right? You can do what's called a DMCA copyright takedown notice. So let's say a YouTuber uses, my content, right? And I go and I file a DMCA copyright takedown notice. What YouTube will do is will receive my notice and will ensure that it is a valid and legal notice, meaning the form is filled out properly with my name, my address, phone number, the URL of the infringing video, and then the original video that's being infringed upon. And then if they see that it is complete and valid, they will go ahead and process that. What that means is the creator that I put that DMCA copyright takedown notice on or submitted it on them will then have their video removed, and then they will get a copyright strike on their channel. Now, that creator has a few options. That creator can go to copyright school and then basically wait 90 days for that copyright to expire, and then that comes off their channel, and then, they are, in the clear again. But I also want to mention something here. If you do get a copyright strike on a live stream or live stream replay, on top of getting that 90-day, probationary period on your channel, you will, in addition, not be able to live stream for 90 days as well. So that is quite a steep penalty. Now, if you get a copyright strike on a regular video that was not initially broadcasted live, so if it's not a live stream or live stream replay, then you're not going to be restricted to not be able to stream for 90 days. It's only on live stream and live stream replay videos. Okay? So the options are for that creator to let it ride, go to copyright school, and in 90 days it'll be cleared. Or if they feel that the DMCA copyright takedown was not valid, or if they feel they have a case of fair use, they can do what is called they can file what is called a counter notification, which is what I'm trying to say. And what happens is that when you file a counter notification, that gets submitted to YouTube. Let's say the person says, my content, the content that was used was in fair use, blah, 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 or there's no infringing content, here you go. So once they submit that counter notification, YouTube has the option to approve it or not approve it. They approve it in the same ways they approved the original DMCA copyright takedown. If it's a valid and legal counter notification, YouTube will approve it. What happens next? Well, then the original person that filed the copyright will get a notification from YouTube saying, we've received a counter notification on your initial claim. We are providing you 10 business days to file a legal action or file suit. Failure to do so may result in the video being reinstated on YouTube. At that point, the only option you have as a creator is to sue the person and prove to YouTube or any other place that a counter notification was filed on, you could be any other site, that you have filed a lawsuit. So in essence, they give you 10 business days, which is a total of 14 days, to contact your attorney or find an attorney if you don't have one, and then file a lawsuit and then show proof to YouTube within that time period. Okay? It is not the easiest thing to do, and it is impossible for small creators to do. I will tell you why, as I show you more as we move further on this stream. I have like 4 articles I'm going to show you on the internet regarding this situation, how it's affected other smaller creators, and what they're trying to do about it at a government level to rectify this situation. There is something, in the works. And I'll share more about that in just a little bit here. Okay. So in essence, if somebody were to file a counter notification on an initial copyright takedown notice I put on them, I have 10 business days to show YouTube proof that I'm filing a lawsuit, right? Well, for the time being, and this is how it's been all along, the only way you can file a copyright lawsuit is in the federal court system, which is extremely expensive to file. And you also have to hire an attorney, which is expensive. And it's just not cost feasible for smaller YouTubers. Let me tell you, it can cost anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 or more to file a federal copyright lawsuit. And the federal court system is the only place that allows you to file copyright lawsuits. You cannot do it in small claims court. Okay. Now, they are trying to change that, and I will get to that in just a little bit. And they started trying to change that last year in 2019, but there's been a holdup because of, I believe it was one congressman or senator or something. I will show you those articles live here on the air and let you know what is going on with that. So in essence, really, there's no way for a small creator to protect their intellectual property. In essence, if someone wants to steal your content, you can file a copyright takedown notice on them. YouTube will take it down. Or if it's on another site, that site will take it down. But then if the other side files a counter notification, knowing that you're a small creator, knowing that you don't have the resources to go to federal court to fight this, knowing that you're not going to show YouTube a proof of a lawsuit within the 10 days of the counter notification period, they know they're going to get away with it. So in essence, these people are playing the system. And I've had many people out here on this platform play that system. I've had people, and I've mentioned these channels before in the past. I'll mention them again. If you haven't been a part of my channel, you will not know these channels, but there have been a lot of people who have been following me for a while, so I'll mention a few channels. JB Gunner, who's a content creator out here on many various of his channels in the past. He's stolen my work. He's rebroadcast my work. I've taken him down for, copyright, and he himself has said, 10 days, I'll be back. 10 days, he knows the system. So every time I took him down, legitimately, he filed a counter notification, and in 10 days it was reinstated because he knew that I was not going to sue him in a federal, court, which is required for copyright. And he knew I didn't have $100,000 in court fees. So how in the world could I have protected my content in that situation? Same thing with Jamie Liken Theory. And I know you're probably watching, Jamie. I know you're probably watching. But same thing. Every time Jamie's used one of my videos in a non-fair use way, he was able to file a counter notification, and every time YouTube has reversed it because he knows I'm not going to sue him because it's out of the reach of a small creator, right? So in essence, JB and Jamie have been playing the system. Now, there's a current copyright situation I've been dealing with another creator that lives in Canada. He goes with the name of the Mad Shangy. He has a channel called Coach Shangy. And almost 2 weeks ago, I filed a DMCA copyright takedown notice on a video that he infringed my copyright on. And to this day, he hasn't figured out, why I took him down for copyright. Because he says that he didn't use any of, he didn't use any of my content within his video. Okay? And within the video is true. He then filed a counter notification and said that this is a false DMCA. I didn't use any of his content, blah, blah, blah. Well, Shangy, I'm going to come out today and tell you exactly what I filed that copyright takedown notice on. And I don't know if you've received any notification or not. You're going to be receiving a letter from my attorney probably within the next, week or so. But anyway, what I filed the copyright on, Shangy, was your custom thumbnail. You used one of my images on a picture I took to use on 2 of my thumbnails. I took that picture with my own camera a year ago. I took that picture in Photoshop. I cropped it. It was my picture. Used it on 2 thumbnails. One of the videos I used it on was a video called Loyalty, right? And basically matched it up side by side. And that's what you got flagged for, Shangy. You stole my intellectual property. So just because you didn't use any of my clips within your video doesn't mean you can infringe upon my intellectual property within your custom thumbnail. You went to Google Images, you took my picture from one of my thumbnails, it was attached to 2 of my videos for over a year, and it was real simple to file a DMCA. And this is how you do it, in case you don't know, okay? This is why you couldn't tell on the form, because YouTube's not going to tell you where the copyright's at. You have to figure that out on your own. They just tell you, we received a valid legal copyright takedown notice, okay? When you go into the copyright form and you have to put which video is being infringed upon and which video is the infringing video, right? So I put your link, I put my link, and then it asks you, where is the infringing content located? It says either entire video, timestamps, or custom thumbnail is the third choice, Shangy. So, Shangy, you thinking that I filed a false DMCA on you, thinking that, my channel is going to get shut down for a false DMCA, Shangy, you should have figured this out on your own. And Shangy, I'm not going to show that custom thumbnail on here because I don't want you filing a copyright for showing your image on one of my screens. I'm not going to play that game with you. But if you don't have that image anymore, Shangy, I'm sure you probably do somewhere. I'd be happy to email it to you. It's not a problem. You'll be getting a copy of that in the mail from my attorney. Okay? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. The bottom line is, here's what's going to happen in this situation. Shangy did file a counter notification, okay? And I did try to handle it legally through my attorney. And because YouTube's terms are so, that it's hard to understand their terms. They say a legal action needs to be taken. Well, I did take that legal action through my attorney. But when I submitted that form to YouTube to try to keep that video down, YouTube sent me a letter back specifically stating we need to see a proof of a lawsuit filed. If you're not able to provide that, the video may be reinstated. So here's the thing, Shangy, I'm not going to sue you. You know that. The reason why I'm not going to sue you is not because I don't want to sue you. I do want to sue you. I would sue you if it was feasible. But going to a federal court is going to cost $100,000 in fees or $50,000 in fees, and that's just asinine. It's ridiculous. So you've already known that, Shangy. You knew that all you had to do was file the DMCA. File the counter notification, and you're automatically going to win that, right? Because there's no way for small creators to protect themselves because of this flaw in copyright law. But at least now you know, Shangy, that you were flagged on your custom thumbnail for using my image, which is my intellectual property. You did violate my copyright, okay? Now, just because I may or may not sue you now, like I'm probably not going to sue you, Shang, it's too expensive. You never know. I'm leaving that option open. I'm going to handle it outside of YouTube. I already contacted them and told them, hey, we're going to handle this, outside of YouTube. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. Have a good day, right? But there were never any intentions to file a false DMCA. It was not a false DMCA, and you know it. So my advice to you, Shangy, is to not use any of my images or clips within your videos, okay? I warn you to not do that, because if you think that the copyright system is the only way to go about this, there's also harassment, there's stalking. There are a lot of things that you can do, I found out through my attorney, that are outside of the scope of copyright. So I'm just saying, for your own safety, for your own sake, and for other people's sake, just stop using my content. Stop using my images. Stop using my video clips or anything like that, and we're going to be good. So folks, that's pretty much how the copyright system works and how it's flawed for small creators, because we don't have, like I said, 50 or 100 grand to shell out to go to federal court, which is the only court that will allow you to file a copyright suit on or at. So that is that. Now, let me check out the chat here real quick. Let's see here. Yeah, you know who that is, right? Much, you know who that is. Anyway. I wonder where Queen is at. Mutt, can you do me a favor? Can you message Queen and see if she'll be around in 20 minutes before you leave to moderate the chat? Because if I don't have one of you two here to moderate this chat, it's going to be very difficult to run this show, especially when you know who is back to trolling again. So anyway. All right. So folks, this is what I'm going to do. We are 22 minutes into the show. I'm going to go and read 4 pieces of information from the internet. I'm going to show it on the screen to you folks. I'm going to go over the first one, and then I'm going to take a quick break. And then after that, I'm going to go over the next 3. And it's going to give you a better understanding of what's in the works that will hopefully get passed to be able to give the protection of copyright infringement and intellectual property protection to small creators like myself that don't have 50 or 100K laying around. So that might have been the real RJ. Let me check. Nope, that is not the real RJ. No, it is the real RJ. No, it's not. No, this account was created August 15, 2020. Yeah, good call on that. It's the doctor pretending to be RJ. No videos on the channel. Started August 15, 2020. If that's the real you, RJ, you can send me an email if you'd like. It's been a while, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, so let's just do this. Let's go to that first. Let's go to that first website. Yep, I do. She's here. She's been getting them before me. Oh, Queen, so you are here. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. She's just staying quiet because she doesn't want to get She doesn't want to get attacked by you know who. Just ignore that dude. His day's coming. All right, so let me get to this. This is from the copyright.gov website, and this was written. There's no date, but I assume it was written a couple of years ago. That's when this new aspect of copyright law was being discussed. So the title is called Remedies for Copyright Small Claims. The Copyright Act protects a wide variety of works of authorship from individual articles or photographs that may not have a high commercial value to motion pictures worth hundreds of millions of dollars in the marketplace. So it doesn't matter what it's worth. If you create it, it is automatically yours. That's called intellectual property. Okay? The copyright owners of all these works can use U.S. copyright law to pursue certain unauthorized uses, including by filing lawsuits in federal district courts. Not all of these copyright owners, however, have the same resources to bring a federal lawsuit, which can require substantial time, money, and effort. Like I was saying all along, it costs an arm and a leg, takes a lot of time, and a lot of effort, right? And the people that steal your content know when they can get away with it or not. Know when you're a smaller YouTuber and you're not made of millions to be able to fight a battle like this. They know you're not going to sue them, so all they have to do is file a counter notification, let that thing, run its 10 business days, and then boom, they're right back in business to infringing your copyright again. That's happened to me many times over the last 2 to 3 years between many of these channels that have been attacking me out here on YouTube in more ways than just copyright, but copyright's been one way. And they've even sold my content and even simulcasted my content while it was happening live to their audience to get donations from them. And it's because of the way the copyright law is why this is happening and why they know they can get away with it. Moreover, while a copyright owner may want to stop an infringement that has caused a relatively small amount of economic damage, that owner may be dissuaded from filing a lawsuit because the prospect of a modest recovery may not justify the potentially large expense of litigation. It's not even about making the money, it's getting them to stop. The problem is getting them to stop is going to cost tens of thousands of dollars in a federal court system or in the federal court system. And these people know it, which is why they play the system. They know what they can get away with. They're not going to go and infringe upon the copyright of a major company with millions or billions of dollars because they know they'll get sued. But if they do it to Eli or someone, some other small YouTuber like myself, they know that they're going to win every time. They're going to get away with it every time. Okay. While the Act offers the possibility of statutory damages and attorney's fees, these benefits are not available in all cases, and parties may not recover them until the copyright owner has engaged in a long court battle that requires payment of significant upfront costs, like 50 or 100 grand. It's not even worth suing the person. So in essence, the way the copyright law is written right now is it basically says, if someone doesn't have the money, you can go ahead and steal their stuff because they can't do anything about it. As long as you file a counter notification, they have to sue you. And if they don't have the money to sue you, then they're out of luck. We're not going to protect them, in the federal court system because it costs too much money, right? You see, how in the world should I feel about that? I've had my copyright and intellectual property violated so many times. It's ridiculous. And unless this law changes, unless this flaw in the law changes, these people are going to continue to get away with what they've been doing, not only to me, but many other smaller YouTubers and smaller creators out there. Let me check out the chat here real quick. Looks like we're all quiet in the house right now. Okay, great. Let's continue here. Congress has asked the Copyright Office to study the challenges of the current system for resolving small copyright claim disputes, as well as possible alternative systems. Specifically, the office is to undertake a study to, 1, assess the extent to which authors and other copyright owners are effectively prevented from seeking relief from infringements due to constraints in the current system. Well, these people have stolen my content and they've sold it to their audience. They've been able to get away with rebroadcasting my live streams on their channels while I'm live and making money off it. So it's costing me money, in donations. It's costing me money with monetized playback views because I'm a monetized channel, right? And it's also preventing me from growing because it's affecting the YouTube algorithm because people are going to go to their channel to watch my content instead of mine. And even if people don't like me, but still want to view my content, they should be viewing it on my channel and not the infringer's channel, right? So that's, those are the constraints in the current system there. The way it's set up with the astronomical fees, right? It's not sustainable for, me to use that system. In essence, I'm pretty much screwed unless something's changed, right? Or I somehow become a big YouTuber and start making an astronomical amount of money, then I can sue these people and then I'll, recover my money when I win the lawsuit. For right now, it's just not feasible. And number 2, furnish specific recommendations that's appropriate for changes in administrative, regulatory, and statutory authority that will improve the jurisdiction, judiciation. Sorry, judiciation. I can't even pronounce that word. Damn, these fancy court words of small copyright claims, and thereby enable all copyright owners more fully to realize the promise of exclusive rights enshrined in our Constitution. Yeah, that's what I want. I thought I had that protection, and I do have copyright protection. I just can't enforce it in a court of law because it costs an astronomical amount, and the federal courts, which is the only place you can go to file a copyright lawsuit at, they only want to deal with the larger infringers. They don't care at this point about the small creator that's being infringed upon, which is hindering his process or progress from becoming a larger creator. It hurts me from growing. That's how it affects me. All right, let me check the chat one more time here real quick. Hey, Spirit Box Paranormal Dundee, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Jamie is live view botting me again. Keep on doing it, Jamie. Keep on doing it, man. Oh, okay. I just got a message behind the scenes from RJ, and that was him. I'm going to unban RJ. So that was the real RJ on a new channel. So RJ, you have been unbanned. Do not ban that RJ Sandifer account. That was actually him. Spirit Box Paranormal Dundee says, doing good, mate, nearly midnight here in Scotland. Yeah. And no worries, RJ. I appreciate that, man. Yes, we are protecting the channel. If I would have known that before I went live, we wouldn't have banned you. But thank you for making me aware, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, man. All right. So let's go to the next part here. To conduct this study, the office has undertaken a variety of activities to learn more about small copyright claims issues. The office has published 2 notices of inquiry requesting public comments on the challenges faced by claimants under the current system, as well as possible alternatives to the current legal system that might better accommodate such claims and potential constitutional and practical issues associated with alternative systems. That was a long statement there. Okay. So I keep getting messaged here. Okay. Yeah, RJ, I'll go ahead and do that. All right. So yeah, do not ban RJ, and I'm going to add RJ as a moderator, because that way, if a stock account comes in trying to be RJ, then we're going to know who the real RJ is. And there's another sock in there. I'm the real RJ. Please don't ban me. No, the real RJ is on his other account. He verified that behind the scenes, and he has a mod wrench here. So, Nuts World, I'm going to go get ready for my class. I will catch the rest of the show on replay. Okay, thank you so much, Mutt. Appreciate it. Queen, I hope you're here to moderate the chat. If not, I'll be keeping an eye on it myself as well. All right. The notices of inquiry, along with the comments submitted in response, are posted on the left-hand side of this page. In November 2012, the office held public hearings in New York City and Los Angeles to discuss the current legal landscape for small copyright claims and to hear the participants' views on potential alternatives. Panel information and hearing transcripts are posted on the left-hand side of this page. Now, there's been some updates to this since that time. And when I get back from break, I'm going to go and actually share that with you folks. So you'll have the latest updated information, what's going on up to date in 2020, and how this almost passed in 2019, but there's been a setback because of one congressperson or senator or something like that. When I read it, you folks will see what's going on. So give me just 1 second. Let me switch back to full screen. And give me just 1 second here. Okay. All right, RJ, can you do me a favor? When you get a chance, can you just type something in the chat? I want to make sure that your mod wrench is working and that we know that that is you. So let me know about that. And Queen, if you can send me a message on Hangouts, just letting me know if you're moderating. Let me know if you're moderating, just not speaking, obviously. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You, hang on, are... Yeah, I'm just waiting to get your response, Queen, and then I'll step away and take a quick break, and we'll come back for the rest of the show. Okay, so she's moderating. Queen is moderating. She's just not chatting. And that's okay. I got your back, Queen. And all those threats that were made towards you, I'm not going to go public on them because that's all private. We talked about that yesterday. No one's done anything wrong, Queen. No one's going to jail, not you, not me. I do know someone who's going to jail. Some doctor from Pensacola, Florida, will be going to jail very soon, but it's not going to be you or myself. He's just trying to scare you through other people that mean something to you, Queen, because that's what trolls do. They attack people that you care about to get to you, and then by getting to you, he thinks he's going to get to me. Come on, Doc. Dude, your MO. You're a smart dude, Doc. You have a high IQ, but you're dealing with someone who has a higher IQ than you, man. Nice try. Yeah, I'm not going to mention it, Queen. Don't worry about it. These people are going to keep attacking, though, Queen. We just have to ignore them. That's all I have to say, all right? You just have to ignore them. That's it. All right. Hey, Eli, it's me. I love you all. All right. Fantastic, RJ. Well, we love you too, man. We love you too, man. All right, let me cue up some music here. And then I'm going to step away for a little break. And then we'll continue. Give me a second here. All right, folks, we'll be back in 5 to 7 or 8 minutes to continue on with the show. So stick around. Stick around, stick around, stick around. Do not go anywhere. Clap it with me. Clap it, baby. Clap it. Clap it. Feel good. Reform copyright. Reform copyright. Reform copyright for small creators that are getting screwed by the current copyright laws. We definitely need a reform to the copyright law. Yeah. Are you getting down, RJ? Yeah. Shake it all about. I feel good. I feel good, RJ. You feel good? You feel good, Queen? You feel good, Mutt? I know you all do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube. It is 7:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4:03 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. In my neck of the woods, I'm here in the beautiful, glorious San Francisco Bay Area, and it is Friday. Thank God it's Friday! Thank God it's Friday! Clap with me, RJ, clap with me. Today, folks, we are talking about reforming copyright, and it certainly needs to be reformed, I gotta tell you. Many people are getting away with, shall I say, murder, figuratively speaking. Not literally, figuratively, but it's a similar thing. The title of the stream today is A Flaw in U.S. Copyright Law Affects Small YouTubers and Other Digital Creators. Can anything be done? One more time. A flaw in U.S. copyright law affects small YouTubers and other digital creators. Can anything be done? Well, for the time being, the honest to God, honest truth answer is nothing can be done until the government steps in and passes this bill to basically allow small claims of copyright and make it easier for people that have small claims to be able to protect their intellectual property. Big bill. Not so fun fact, because of copyright extension in the past 45 years in the US, only 4 years worth of copyrighted stuff is in the public domain. Old MacDonald had a farm isn't even in the public domain. Well, Big Bill, I'm looking at your channel right now, and your channel was created April 11, 2017. You're from the UK. Queen, I'm going to go ahead and unban Big Bill for right now because it says he's from the UK. I'm not sure if he's an actual consumer of content or if he's a troll. That was not a trolling question or a trolling comment. But if he does, say a trolling question or trolling comment, then we can always reban him. But yeah, there's no need to ban those questions that are, kind of legitimate. So just making you aware. But I know you were just protecting the channel. I get it. So anyway, all right. We have 3 more websites to go through to share some more information regarding, how, copyright affects small creators and what is attempted to being done. I unbanned you. One of my moderators banned you, Big Bill. And don't get all crazy or hurt because we get trolled here heavily. If you continue to get crazy and hurt, then we know you're a troll trying to bypass the radar. Just be cool. Don't say anything trollish. And I unbanned you, giving you a chance. but don't ruin it, man, or else Queen will reban you. Queen's watching you. All right? Let's be cool, man. Welcome to the show, Big Bill. Big Bill. I mean, I have to assume that's a doctor, but you never know. You just never know. You can't sit there and ban everyone. You're going to have nobody, chatting within your chats. Anyway, let's go back to the browser source, and I have to realign this page here. So, folks, give me just 1 second here so I can get onto this next blog here, or this next website. Give me a second. I can do this pretty quickly on the fly. All right. All right. Okay. All right, we're almost set. Okay. That didn't take too terribly long, did it? All right. Let me just... All right, here we go. All right, so this is from the Copyright Alliance page at www.copyrightalliance.org, and this is Support the Case Act, Copyright Small Claims. That's a little bit off, so you're not going to be able to see that title there, but I read it. But you'll be able to see what was written there, or what is written there. The Copyright Alternative and Small Claims Enforcement Act of 2019, the CASE Act, which is what it's called, Copyright Alternative and Small Claims Enforcement Act of 2019, is a bill that would create a small claims court within the U.S. Copyright Office to handle copyright infringement claims from individual creators and small businesses that cannot afford to defend themselves in federal court. In essence, putting Jamie Lycantheory, Mad Shangy, and J.B. Gunner out of business because they are severe infringers of copyright amongst small YouTubers because they know they can get away with it. So this is exactly what we need. If this ever goes through, the moment it goes through, it will completely change my life and my business, and I will have the protection as a small business owner that I need for my intellectual property. This is exactly what we need. Let's continue. At this time, federal courts have jurisdiction over copyright, and federal litigation is expensive. No kidding. Many professional creators and small businesses cannot afford to defend their rights when someone infringes their copyrighted works. That's why these people keep doing it, because they know they can get away with it, because they know it's an astronomical amount and a pain in the butt to sue someone in a federal court for violating, your copyright. You can learn more about this issue here in this piece written by Oregon creators Lisa Dillon and Brian Welsh. I'm going to read that to you folks next, okay? I'm going to go through this first. As a result, these infringements regularly go unchallenged. Right, as a result, these infringements regularly go unchallenged. And that's why these people keep doing it. And a lot of these people will use your content and make money off your content and get an audience off your content. How fair is that? And again, you report it to YouTube, you take it down for copyright, they file a counter notification, and they know you're not going to sue them. So when the counter notification 10 business day period expires, they get their video reinstated and the copyright strike removed, and then they continue to infringe other small creators' copyright. It's ridiculous, folks. It's absolutely ridiculous. Leading many creators to feel disenfranchised by the copyright system. I feel it doesn't protect me. It doesn't. It does not protect me. I can file and take someone down, But if they file a counter notification, they're going to win every time. So what's the point? What's the point of even filing, right? As a result, many creators have rights, but no remedies. Right. So we have rights to protect our intellectual property, but we can't sue these people to continue stopping them from using our intellectual property because it's too expensive in the federal court system, right? So in essence, we have rights, but we really don't. We don't have rights. We don't. Let's continue. Actually, let me check the chat here real quick. Big Bill, I'm about to ban you. You're asking a question that is a trolling question. Big Bill, let me ask you a question. And I'm going to give you until I finish reading this article here, which is going to be another 3 minutes, to let me know how you found out about my channel. And if you don't have a valid answer, I will personally ban you myself, Big Bill. So I think you're the doctor. Or you could be Jamie. Or Shangy. Who knows? Could be one of you guys. Somebody's trolling there. So how'd you find out about my channel, Big Bill? How'd you find out about this? Be honest. Got 3 minutes, Bill, or less. On October 22nd, 2019, the CASE Act was passed by the House by an overwhelming majority. Good. However, the bill still needs to pass through the Senate. So it passed the House, now it needs to pass through the Senate, and then be signed by the president, which I don't see why Trump would not sign this, or the next president, which will probably be Biden, would not sign this before it can be enacted into law. Currently, Senator Wyden, Democrat in Oregon, I can't even believe a Democrat would not even sign this off, has a hold placed on the bill, preventing it from going to a full Senate vote. To learn more about the hold, you can read this article in Billboard, which I'm going to read that after I read the first article that was mentioned on this site, which is what I'm trying to say. We need the support of all creators in the U.S. to email, call, the number on the screen, and tweet Senator Wyden urging him to release his hold and support the CASE Act. And there's the information of the senator there. Okay? So, folks, I'm going to end up, as a matter of fact, I'm going to end up sharing these links in the description. For right now, I'm going to put this link in the chat. I typed in live on YouTube and went on the live YouTube channel, looked through the live streams that were going on. You were near the top because of the number of viewers. Okay, that's probably a fair statement there, man. No, I've got trolls that are doing what's called live view botting. So these people are trying to destroy my channel, and they're live view botting me, Big Bill. I'm still not sure if you're legit or not, but you really haven't said anything trollish, so that is okay. Anyway, give me just 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. All right. Whoops. Okay. All right. So let's get to the next. Website here from bendbulletin.com. Oh, I can't even read this. It's asking me to sign in. All right, I'm going to have to switch pages here for a second. Give me a second. Give me just a second here. Let me see here. I'm not going to be able to read this because I have to subscribe to this. It gives you a number of freebies. But what I can do is I can read the case act stalled in the Senate due to single holdout, says Copyright Alliance. Okay, let me set this up here. And this is what I really wanted to show you folks. Anyway, this is more important. So give me just a second here. I'm going to go back to the browser screen and get that fixed here real quick. Get it in alignment. Okay. Give me a second here. All right, we're almost set. I think that's the right spot. Okay. And let me just get this back on the screen, shrink it down a little bit. So it fits on there. All right, now we're good. Okay, I think this is going to stay on the screen here. Yeah, we're good. Except, let me just get rid of one more aspect here. All right. All right, that's the best way I could format this on the screen here. All right, here we go. Talks to pass the Copyright Alternative and Small Claims Enforcement Case Act through Senate have broken down. Copyright Alliance President Keith Knupferschmidt tells Billboard. Knupferschmidt says negotiations ended this week when Senator Ron Wyden, a Democrat in Oregon, requested last-minute changes to the bill, which would create a copyright claims board within the U.S. Copyright Office. That would be great. That's exactly what I need. What's the problem, Senator Ron? What's up, Ronnie? Wyden is seeking to include a sunset provision that would end the act's effectiveness after a specific date unless further legislative action is taken, according to Knupferschmidt. Okay, why is that? You want us small creators to get screwed, Ron? I don't get it. We're getting screwed already. Knupferschmidt had been optimistic that the bill would pass before the end of the year, giving independent creators a practical way to enforce their rights without the expense of federal copyright litigation. And should it pass by the end of 2019, I would have already been protected by this. But because of one Democrat senator in Oregon, the state above where I live in California, it's ridiculous. While the act passed the Senate Judiciary Committee in July, this was in 2019, Knupferschmidt says Wyden placed a hold on the bill in early November 2019 that has prevented it from going to the Senate floor for a full vote. Early on, the negotiations were taking place in good faith, says Knupferschmidt, but recently there has been a lot of backsliding. Well, why is that? You can't negotiate in that type of environment, he says. We were fine trying to address his concerns, but when he keeps on moving the goalpost, period, okay, I guess he's saying, but when he keeps on moving the goalpost, period, well, then you can't get anything done. How can you score a goal when the goalpost keeps moving, right? I get it. I'm with you. And at that point, you go, this is not a negotiation. This is a hostage situation. It is. I'm practically being held hostage, not being able to assert my copyright rights on my intellectual property. I basically, in essence, have to allow people to steal my intellectual property because of this one. What is this? This one senator? He's a senator. Yes, senator, right. We're not going to be held hostage. I don't want to be held hostage anymore with my own intellectual property. So I'm protected by copyright law, but there's no way for me to enforce it, right? Unless I spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in a federal court. And because most people in the government want to see a small claims court version of copyright court, and this guy, for some reason, has some issues with it. It's not moving forward. Come on, man. Do you want to see small creators die, man? Do you want to see our future die? How do you think the high-tech industry was built? With small creators that had a dream and a vision to make this happen. You want to kill that for the future, man? Come on, man. Wyden also presented a major hurdle for last year's passage of the Music Modernization Act, in introducing a competing bill shortly after the MMA passed the House and had been introduced into the Senate. His bill directly conflicted with the classics portion of the MMA that deals with pre-1972 recordings. In turn, Wyden became the subject of a pressure campaign from songwriters and artist advocates. What is wrong with this guy? I don't get it. What's his deal? Knupferschmidt expressed frustration with Wyden, noting his opposition to the MMA and alignment with groups that are philosophically opposed to copyright protection, such as the Electronic Frontier Foundation and Public Knowledge. Why is that? Why are you opposed to copyright protection? I don't understand it. In essence, you're screwing over small new creators like myself that are trying to make it, right? And you're hindering our progress of making it. And you're making it much more difficult because you're allowing other people to basically steal our content with no repercussion. All they have to do is file a counter notification to our DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, copyright takedown notice, and they're going to win every time. So what do you want? Do you want us all to go away? Do you want all the small creators to go away? It's hard enough to grow on a platform like YouTube already, but now I got to deal with my content being stolen? I have to be okay with that? Knupferschmidt says, or Kupferschmidt, or Knupfer, however you pronounce that, says Oregon creators are equally peeved. Yeah, and I'm in California and I'm peeved. Michael Shea, a photographer in Oregon who is vice chair of the National Board of Directors of the American Society of Media Photographers, said he was dismayed to learn that his senator was holding up the bill. Yeah, why are you holding up the bill, man? Why? He says this small claims court would allow him to take action over anyone who takes photographs off his website that he describes as his virtual porch. Shea plans on confronting Wyden at his planned town hall in Yamhill, Oregon on Sunday to get answers. He made promises at the, now this was, I think, last year or maybe earlier this year. So I hope that was something effective. I'm going to do some further research on this, search YouTube videos, and look more into the situation for up-to-the-minute stuff. I didn't get a chance to do the entire research because that wasn't the purpose of the show. But I will do that, and I will update you folks on a future show. He made promises at the first town hall, which he apparently hasn't kept, said Shea. We're very concerned about why Senator Wyden, who was such a liberal senator and has been so great for Oregon in so many other ways, is the only guy standing in the way of passing the CASE Act. That doesn't make any sense to me. Who's paying them off? Is somebody paying the guy off? Like, what's really happening here? He's the only senator who has a hold on a bill that passed 400 to 11 in the House of Representatives. 400 to 11. And that's crazy, right? It is. Because everyone believes in small creators. We're the future, right? You want to stop the future, Senator Wyden? Senator Wyden has not responded to Billboard's request for comment. Of course not. You don't know what to say, right, Senator? Come on, man. And that's that. Let me go back to full screen here and check out the chat. And because nobody's chatting right now, I'm going to make a final statement here and then get on out of here. Small creators are the future, folks. I've been doing this for 3.5, almost 4 years on YouTube. I've invested a lot of time into this channel, my business, and my brand, and I've worked hard to create my own material, which is my own intellectual property. If something isn't done to enact this law, where small creators can have an affordable place to go to have their intellectual property issues handled, we're not going to be able to exist. If people are allowed to legally steal our content, which is it's not legal, but if they're able to get away with illegally stealing our content, that's a better way to put it, then what's going to stop them? If you can't hold them accountable for what they're doing and they know they can keep getting away with it, what's going to stop them, right? I urge anyone who comes across this video to please comment below in the comments section. We're about to end things here, so when this goes to a replay, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Which is what I'm trying to say. I'm sure many people will see this live stream replay, and also feel free to reach out to me if you have an opinion and maybe want to do a stream on this and talk about it and share with me and share with my audience how this has affected you, because I'm sure this has affected more than just me out here on YouTube. And I'm sure it's affected people, that use the internet to market their business in multiple ways, including YouTube or, putting up images and selling images on a website or, selling merchandise, right? Or other people are selling merchandise using your images, right? We need that protection. We need that protection, folks. We need this law to pass. So if you'd like to, I'm going to go and I'm going to share all of the links to the articles that I read here today, and even one I didn't read, under source. It'll be towards the top of the description section once it goes to a replay. And if you want to go to the very last article that will be listed, that'll show the information. I believe it's the second to last or the last article that will show the information of how to contact this senator in Oregon. And I'm going to start contacting him myself. I'm going to get really heavily involved in this copyright reform. I'm going to make a big deal out of it because, honestly, until it's taken care of, I have no way of protecting my content. And there are many people out there that continue to use my content and continue to sell my content and make money off of my content which prevents me from making money and growing further. It's just not right. So let me know what you think below in the comment section, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. We're going to wrap up this stream right now at 1 hour and 20 minutes. With that being said, I want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you to Mutton Nuts World, who was here earlier. Thank you to Queen Helen Casey. Thank you to RJ Sandifer for being here. And thank you to Big Bill. If you're a legitimate dude, then that's great. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you all more than likely tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. We're out. We're out. We're out. We're out.